Welcome to Crafty Little Beach. This is Julie. Today I have a Dollar Tree DIY for you. I picked up one of these fun little square window solar lights and one of these blue plastic vases from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to make a really easy little lighthouse for an outdoor solar light that turned out just so cute. I love these little plastic vases. They're really a nice size. They're pretty sturdy. And I am going to make it a lighthouse from vacation in Door County, Wisconsin. And where we were staying in Sturgeon Bay, they actually have a square lighthouse. So sometimes I craft square lighthouses, but usually I see round ones. But I was like, oh, great, there really are square lighthouses out there. So I love the blue color, and that part's going to light up a little bit. So I want to leave that intact, but I also want to do stripes. So I'm just using some painter's tape. The only time I have to be a little tricky is around the corners a little bit there, just to make sure all my stripes stay straight. I have to kind of just bend it there at the corners. But I want it to have blue and white stripes going down it. They have these faces in clear and probably some other colors as well if you want to mix up the colors. The stripe pattern is probably going to be your easiest way to paint them. And I'm just doing straight across like this. So I'm going to have a blue stripe, a white stripe, a blue stripe, and then I'm gonna, I think I have room for another little blue stripe here at the bottom. So only one piece of tape here, otherwise I kind of doubled everything up to make my stripes nice and large. And then I'm gonna paint it with just some acrylic paint. And the stencil dauber worked really well for the pot that we used. So I'm going to go ahead and use it on this one and just kind of dabble the ivory acrylic paint on there to give me some white stripes, and it seemed to work pretty good. I didn't get any brush strokes or anything like that. You could always spray paint it too if you wanted to. So this part won't let any light through, but all of the blue parts will. So that will look really cute lit up at night. And I think that solar light makes the perfect top for a lighthouse. I'm going to make it really simple because it's going to go outdoors. I don't want a lot of details that are going to weather or anything like that. But I think this plastic will definitely hold up well in the outdoor Florida weather. So I just went over both of those sections where I want the ivory stripes. And if I see any blue coming through, I just kind of go over it again. Give it a quick dry here with my heat gun. And it's gonna not be super heavy. I guess you could weigh it down if you needed to, but I thought with it being open like that, I kind of put it down in the mulch and stuff like that in my landscaping, and it should stay put. So I gave it a second coat wherever I needed, and now we can go ahead and start preparing the top. So it has this on there, which is going to kind of get in the way. So I decided just to remove it. It does pop out. There's these little plastic tabs that kind of keep it in. And I was having trouble getting it out just one side, so I just used a little Cricut scraper, and I just went ahead and popped the bottom off. Now the paint is getting dry on my lighthouse. I'm going to go ahead and remove all my painter's tape and reveal that really cute lighthouse pattern on here. I recently made a square lighthouse shelf, tier tray on my channel. It turned out so cute. This kind of reminded me of it. It's being a square blue and white lighthouse. And my painter's tape did pretty good. There was a couple places that had a little bit of bleeding. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and kind of clean up my lines a little bit. Make everything look really good. I'm not going to do windows or anything on there, but you totally could if you wanted to. Again, just using some painter's tape, you could get some perfectly square rectangular windows on there. And then we're going to put this at the top. Now, the little plastic windows is actually a little box inside there, and it doesn't really want to stay in place since I removed the bottom from it. So to fix that, I'm just going to glue that in place, because I do want this to be closed. I want the plastic windows in there. So I just use a little hot glue all the way around and glue it to the plastic cage, since I'm not going to have a bottom on there. And I really didn't want to have a bottom on it because I want it to light up the rest of the lighthouse too. So then I go around the top there, or the bottom of it, with more hot glue once that's set up. And I glue that directly to my lighthouse. I told you it was going to be easy. Check out this really cute lighthouse solar light. This is what it looks like during the day. Really cute. I definitely recommend a colored vase if you can find it. And do some kind of pattern on it. Stripes, you could do a spiral stripe around it if you wanted to. But this is what it looks like lit up at night. Look at that really cool pattern that it kind of displays with the light. I think it's so pretty, and the whole lighthouse lights up, not just the top, since it kind of goes through that tinted plastic there on the bottom of the vase. I was really happy how this turned out. It's pretty simple, but I kind of like the simplicity of it. I think it's really cute. What do you guys think?